You can't hear me.
No, you can.
Yay!
Apologies there. Our mic toggle was not working for some reason. Hey, I pressed the mic toggle. That's nothing to do with me.
I've got a staff. It's right here.
Good evening. Welcome to the Geek Initiative. This is the Creeping Aberration, and I am your GM for this evening, Adrian. And on my left, we have
Elzana.
And you are?
being played by Elzana.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm John, and I will be playing Snuggum.
I'm Dan. I'm meant to be playing Anderloss, but we do not have a sheet, so I'm only playing Bobbo and apparently screwing up the desk as normal. Although I still put it down to tech. Why is that button not working?
It's simple. You've got your laptop in the way between that and the PC.
It
So
helps if you press the button.
But the rest of it works.
Maybe you shouldn't have split your dinner on it.
I didn't spill me dinner on it.
As an IT professional, have you tried turning it off and on again?
We'll be back in 20 minutes while we do it.
To be fair, my mic is still paused.
Your mic isn't paused. It wasn't.
And what is he like?
I clicked both of them on.
I saw you do it, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
John, is it me, or can you just hear excuse after excuse?
Right, so let me just check
Right,
this.
see
Sorry,
where-
guys, we'll be back in 2 seconds.
See where the
Yeah,
keyboard
it's
is.
working now.
See,
Yeah.
it works.
See where the keyboard is.
Yeah.
See where the chair is.
Yeah.
I think the error's somewhere between.
What?
Yeah.
What, the mouse? What's wrong
Yeah,
with that?
it's an ID10T.
Yeah.
See how mean they are to me?
Let's face it, you deserve it, and you enjoy it as well.
I mean that. Yeah. I'm going to just shut that because I don't even know what I was meant to be saying.
Bless you. Bless you, little cotton
I knew
socks.
I should have chosen to work in a data centre. So few users.
Yeah, except the other Friday. And then we had another one the other day. So, how is everybody? All happy? All jovial? Pleased that the Caliph didn't kill you on sight? Or that the Sultan didn't kill you either? And that you get to wander through his beautiful gardens, known as the Labyrinth?
You mean with Anderloss just running off and leaving?
Yes. This weird magical field happened where he just blinks out of existence suddenly.
I know what's bloody
happened?
happened. We're going in this maze and Anderloss has faked a dodgy tummy and has been taken back to the cells. He's like, oh, you can sit this one out.
Years go, oh, I shouldn't have had the fish.
I think that he might be somewhere in the middle of the labyrinth, accompanied by a guy with big hair and a big package.
You have
In
no
joggers.
power over me.
The Royal Mail have changed.
Anyway,
Oh my god, you're going to have them going postal.
I'm going to quickly go on my phone and see if Reese actually has Anderloss's sheet on his phone. Because if he has, I might be able to get his sheet. Give me a sec.
No, I doubt it.
He had all his things done, so let's have a look.
So, whilst you're doing that,
Yes.
you have been led to the entrance to the Sultan, to his labyrinth. So you are at what is known as the world famous Astan Labyrinth. Do like that word. It's a good word. Labyrinth.
Astan.
Well, that as well, yeah. So, where are we doing? So, you guys are here.
Sorry, did you just say world famous?
Yes,
I've never heard of it.
that's because you're
Have you heard of
uncultured. So, would you like to go to the map, sir? That means clicking one of the buttons. Yep, then that one. Excellent. And you can zoom as you wish. I will. So you all shuffle in. Didn't mean to do that one. And Elzana goes to there, and then I am
I
going to
can't
have
see anything.
a right old day of doing stuff like that.
So here's what I think. I think this maze is a trick. I reckon those hedges aren't really there, and we just go straight.
I don't know. I can't see anything.
Apparently, we know where the exit
Why can't you see any?
Well, I've got a John-shaped face,
is.
Damn it, John!
and then it's just like the people's in the screens.
I'll let you zoom in on the map itself.
Sure.
I was trying to scoot forward. I couldn't lean forward enough. That's helpful. There you go, John. You can sit comfortably now. Let's put it on there.
So, yes, Elzana, you have, you've kind of, well, actually, we may as well dump Anderloss because he's not here.
Yeah.
There you go, snug him on Bobbo. You guys have wandered in.
It's stood on my head.
No,
Looks like it.
this is from above.
Oh.
We're not playing Mario.
Mm.
You can see all the way down to the end of a corridor to
Okay.
here. There
Is
is a
it-
way out, the way through
Question.
here, and there is a doorway here.
Question.
There's a doorway.
What's the visibility like? Because if it's one of them things with low visibility, I'm the worst person to have in front. Because I don't have dark vision.
It's not visibility as in dark. It's just there's walls.
Right, okay.
You
I'm just
can't see
saying,
through
because
the walls.
otherwise I'm
You
the
can
last
see
person you
through
should have
here.
there. Right.
And you can see through there. So if I move
So
you,
is that a door or an archway?
they're just archways.
Okay.
So if I move you to there, I'm happy to go, boom, and you can now see that bit. And generally, where you see two pillars next to each other, there is going to be an entrance or
Nothing's
exit or something.
changed.
Okay.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
on that one. 'Cause
That's on a delay.
that's 20 seconds behind, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Is there a little caterpillar saying, hello?
No, I said no.
Hello?
Can we hear?
A caterpillar.
No. Can we hear china cups clinking and toasting and
No.
jovial times?
No, there's nothing silly going on like that. This is serious.
Hmm?
So there is an archway there, an archway here, and if you poke your head through, you can see there's an archway there.
Where the thing's bobbing.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I ain't got a clue where to go.
Can we hear anything?
Probably
while in the
not.
maze?
Not at the moment, no.
So there's an archway right where I'm stood, right?
Yes. So you could go, wee.
Yeah, might as well.
There you go. And you go, oh no, it's a dead end.
So no David Bowie.
I didn't say I was going that way.
You didn't then.
I just said I went through the archway. That's all
So
I said.
Snugs and Bobbo, where are you going? Which one of you is going to lead?
Right.
I mean, you're going to split the party up and go in different directions?
No.
Get murdered?
Good idea.
I shall follow whoever's in front.
Don't follow me.
So I would say where we are,
Yeah,
that's a doorway over here, isn't it?
No.
No? Okay.
that one.
What one?
That's a doorway.
Yeah, so if you zoom in on that map a little bit more, you can see that there's brick wall on the other two, but not that top one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So if there's
okay.
no brick, I've tried to do the map, the fog of war bit, so that you can see whether or not there's a bit of brick or not.
Okay.
This is where other VTTs have a slight superiority.
Okay, so I'm gonna come through then and go through this door bit here.
Okay, so you want to go to there, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so in which case I can go like that. Now,
So
are
there's
you
a
all
door
following
there,
each
right?
other and sticking together, or are you going to... Yes, there is.
Well, it makes more sense to stick together because we haven't got Anderloss.
No, that's fine. I just want to know whether or not, if one of you moves, do I move all three of you? Because what I'm thinking is, just to make it easier, I might leave two of you behind here. Just move Bobbo, unless you guys split up. I will just move Bobbo, and then if there's an encounter or something like that, I'll drag you all to that one place.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Just because it's a lot easier for me to
Okay.
click backwards and forwards.
So I've never been in a maze in my life. However, I think the easiest way to sort out first of all would be essentially to try and go in a straight line, which is not obviously going to work. So as this is a straight line, we go here and then hopefully it comes back up here, right?
So you go to there,
Yep.
and you see that one.
It's like them lines at the airport.
So now you can see that there is an arch there, and there is an arch there.
I vote we put our left hand on the wall and just keep walking with our left hand on the wall until we get somewhere. If we get to a dead end, you just keep
I
your
see.
left
So if
hand
you get
on.
an archway, you just go through and you just keep turning left until you can't go left anymore.
Yeah.
So you would.
So we'd come straight up.
So
there,
doing
then straight
that,
through
you'd
the
have
left.
come down this wall, round here, round there, and so you want to go this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They left, so I thought they
If,
were
if that's
right.
what you're going to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that becomes visible, and you go weep. And if that's what you want to still do, I then need to get rid of that one. This is going to get really laborious. And then you will see that one, and then you'll go out that one, and then you'll see that one. So you're going to end up going all the way around there, to there, up round there, and then you'll go into here, and you'll find yourself in a dead end. So and then I guess you keep following.
Go left, left.
So you're all the way down here,
Come up on the back wall.
and you go all the way down there, and it's a dead end.
Then we come all the way
So
back.
you go
on
all the way
ourselves.
back, and then you'll go down through this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you'll follow. You're going to follow this wall
one,
still,
yeah.
because it's still your left hand. You'll come around there, and then you'll get to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And from there, you will keep following your left,
Yeah.
so you'll get to there. At this point, though, you're going to see that one and that one. But you will keep going and following your left hand, and you'll get to here. And that means you're going to get to a dead end, and you'll follow that all the way around to another dead end, and all the way around there. Bloody hell, this is going to take ages.
That's probably why John said it.
Nope. This is how you make it through mazes, no matter what.
And then you come down here. Right, at that point, you will see down there. But you will go all the way down to here. If you're following to the left, then you will also then see into there.
You'll go
So
in
you
there.
go there, you go all the way down there. This can be really annoying, because I bet if I actually trace this out now, I bet you come out the other end and miss all the... so you go around here. So you will then see that one, and then that one, and then you're going to come through to that one, and then you're going to go down that one.
Is that not a door there?
So you go round
Yeah,
here,
but
round there,
we won't get there
round
because we
there.
go through that door first and then come around there.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll see this one, but that's a dead end. So you'll come back out of there, round to there. Then you are going to see that one. And you'll come all the way down here, round here, back round there. Where
Is this
you'll
a
then
door?
go to that one. And you'll keep following the left. This is fun. And then you're going to...
We're nearly out, guys.
I got a feeling you nearly are. So I need
Bobbo's
to move you
character
now.
hasn't
So you,
moved.
go on there, go all the way around there, go on there, go on there, go on there, there. I may have to amend this map. No, I think I'm going to be all right. So you're going to follow all the way around there. You're going to find it's a dead end, then you're going to come all the way back. You're going to there, out, to there and out, which means you would have. You then come down here, then you're going to come up to here.
Bobbo's lost the top of his head.
He's what?
Ooh, top of his head missing.
Oh no!
Oh,
That one, and then that one, and
Oh, down
let's go into there. So that's dead end. So you end up going into there. Ooh, excellent. So you'll come all the way around. You come around, and then you're going to come out to here. At this point, I will move you to there.
Is that not the door there?
yeah. You would have gone down that one.
Okay, let's have a look. Look.
Adrian's trying to metagame.
There's no brick wall there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be.
But there isn't.
No, because otherwise you're actually going to come out the fucking maze.
Yeah, but there isn't, so he's got to go that way.
No, there's definitely a wall there.
No, there isn't. You're lying.
I know there's a wall there. Do you know how I know there's a wall there?
But there isn't.
Because that's not the way you want us to go.
There is a freaking wall there. I know there's a wall there because I just drew one. There you go.
Yeah, you just drew it, which means you're cheating.
Why not cheating? You bloody ruined the game.
No, there's no door there, Adrian. You would have gone that way.
Right.
To be fair, all John said was,
Keep
let's
going
just
left.
go left.
It's the one thing I just didn't even think of doing was testing it for that. This is literally a completely
so
random
then
generator.
would have gone that way.
Always follow the rule of left.
Yeah, but then where's the fun in the actual game?
But that's the way he would have gone.
So anyway, you've come to
To be
there.
fair, you could do the exact same thing with right,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have checked it all. Bit tough.
But
This is where you're meant to end up.
Yeah, but it's not though, because
I mean,
he
you've
would have gone
actually
the other way.
you've already managed to skip 2 encounters. You're now about to skip a third one.
Yeah,
So tough.
because we keep following left.
But
But
You
Adrian's
see this.
cheating.
as you get to the end of the corridor,
It's one of them.
you see this minotaur there, but it's an aberrant one. It's glowing, and there is a crystal in the middle on a plinth.
Which is
It
what's
looks
making
like
it.
it's almost like a bit of jewellery, like a large gem that has been put in a place of reverence, held up by little metal spikes, just holding this thing in place, up in the air about 5 foot. And there is this sparkling energy around it. This thing has obviously, it's aberrant, and it's obviously been charged up with something. And this minotaur looks up at you. I'm going to actually have him start over here to give you guys a chance to react. But this thing looks up at you and just, it kind of looks up, growls, snorts a bit, and you can kind of see almost the sparkling in its eyes.
Growl?
It's kind of like a throaty growl and a snort.
The noise my brother makes then. Yeah,
Okay.
the noise my brother makes.
At which point, let's roll for some initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please may I use some dice? I forgot to get my dice.
Right. I need to level the dice out, don't I? Well, nice, but I bet you're all going to beat it. Bobbo, what you got?
Well,
I
on my fifth
No,
roll,
no,
I got a nat 20.
But what did you got in your first roll?
I thought we were all cheating.
There's no cheating going on. This is me correcting
Yeah,
the game.
yeah. We would have got out the,
Correcting the game.
when we would have gotten out
On
of the
my first
maze.
roll, I got a 5, so add the 4 to that, that's a 9.
You got 9, right.
it is still possible to
It's
get
either
out.
that or I've got nothing else prepared, so we just go on.
Just to check, it is still possible to get out, right?
Yes, yes. There's multiple routes through the maze. It's just you're meant to go through encounters.
John picked the algorithm.
Yeah.
Because the algorithm is written by Americans who drive on the right and automatically think to turn right. It works on certain video games as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you just follow the rule of left, you go right to the end of the
Yeah. Whereas this
right to
was
the end.
literally completely random. I just built it random. So yeah. Oh well. Yeah, Snuggum, what'd you
It's
get?
called chirality. 23.
And Ellie.
19.
19.
To be fair, we could just stick it to the what was he again? He was a
Minotaur.
Sultan.
Alright.
We could just stick it to the Sultan and go, right, we're going to go back in there and sort the rest out.
Oh dear.
Well, it's not unsurvivable.
It's not unsurvivable.
The most beautiful of food
Hot.
goblins.
There we go.
Okay, that's as far as I can reach.
You got it.
No,
You got it.
No, I have.
What do you say?
Go, grab your arms.
Our regular food goblin is not available today.
So,
Other food goblins were hired.
Snuggum,
Who's first?
you is first.
I
Put
shall.
on the initiative tracker, really, haven't I?
Close with the thing at a
What?
rate of knots. Actually, could I hold my action over until someone else has gone?
Yeah. Where do you want to go after?
Anywhere that pack tactics will be expedient.
Depends if Elzana's going to go in or.
Are you going to attack from range? Because
Do that. There you go. That's moved
I
over.
mean, to be fair, if you go in, I'll go in for the simple reason of I'll get benefits and you'll get benefits.
that's the way our friendship works.
Thank you. Right, you know what? I'm going to
So that's the reason funding was stopped on the labyrinth.
Right. If I do that.
If you're on about going in, there's no point doing what I was going to do then.
What are you going to do?
I was going to do spike growth.
Oh, we can do that.
Because then he'll get damaged when he comes near us.
They'll have to come near us, yeah. So you can do that. That's not a problem. Because I'm after him anyway. So if you do that, actually, if Snuggum goes after me, or before me, we let the Minotaur come in, go through the spike growth, and then obviously me and Snuggum can get in there.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Now, I will hold my action on the initiative until Bobbo has gone. Or go at the same time as Bobbo, and we can close and simultaneously pincer movement the thing. Yeah?
Yeah.
And you'll get advantage, I'll get advantage. It'll be advantageous.
Yes. After Elzana's done the spike growth. So Elzana goes first, then the aberrant, so that the aberrant can close the distance, and then we'll.
So where do you think it's best place to put spike growth then?
Well, what's the
So
what's it called? Spike growth?
the range is 150 feet. It's the ground in a 20-foot radius is centered on a point within range.
20 foot.
Yeah, 20-foot
perfect.
radius.
So stick it on him.
On the actual thingy.
Yep. Which
Right.
means if you stick the center point on him, everything up to us is spikes.
Okay, do that then.
So what is it you're doing? Sorry?
Spike growth on the horn man.
On the aberrant himself.
I can't remember what he is.
So if you stick it somewhere like
He's a
here,
Minotaur.
Yeah,
a 20-meter radius should be
on the angry
5,
cow dude.
10, 15, 20, and basically just miss us.
Yeah.
So he'd have to walk
Like
through.
that?
Yeah.
So he'd have to walk
And it's
through
spike
everything
growth.
to get to us.
So for every hang on, let me
I
find
think
it.
you also cover the doors as well, so if anyone comes in through the door.
Yeah, so for every 2d4 damage for every 5 feet it moves within it.
Right.
Do you have to see the area that it's affecting? Does it say that? B?
Hmm?
Do you have to see the area that it's affecting?
Just as a point within range.
Yeah.
Okay, so the center point you have to see.
It doesn't say I have to see it, it just says a point within range.
Okay, I was just thinking, because obviously, if you don't have to see the bit, and only the center point, then it just grows out from there. If Adrian has got other people who will or other monsters who are going to come in, they will take it because it's going over the boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm just thinking of.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
That's my only action. Because the
Okay.
only bonus action I've got is healing, and if I'm right,
You're
we're all
staying
on
where you
full
are?
health. Yeah, I'm staying where I am.
Snuggum.
No, he said he was going
Shall we-
after Bobbo.
At the same time as Bobbo.
Oh,
So
sorry.
basically, after the aberrant.
Okay, I'm 50 to 10. Right. In which case, your spells you would have done twiddly finger stuff. It would have seen some movement. It's going to charge straight at you.
Of course it is.
So,
Still going to take damage.
How much damage did it take, sorry?
2d4 for every 5 feet.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
How many d4s do I need?
So if it's 2d4 and it did 4, you want 8.
I never got that many.
Take a serious amount of damage from this.
You want me to roll 3 of them? I can roll 3.
I've got 4 there. Oh,
I can
Just roll those and then roll them again.
5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8.
Nice. Are you worried now, Adrian?
No, not at all.
3 plus 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 6,
Now, just slightly
10.
peeved at myself for not having double checked.
13,
It took
15.
nearly 2 hours to just draw this map. I'm not
18.
letting you run through it that bloody quick.
18.
18.
Mhm. Not a lot, but you know,
Not a lot, but it's enough.
it's a good start.
To be sure. Okay. So it's its turn then, because
Yeah, but he took 18 then.
it's taken that, and it is going to.
Attack me with whatever's in its hand,
Right,
probably.
if the Minotaur moves at least 10 feet towards a target, it can attack with its horns as well as its axe.
Of course.
So it charges in with its horns down, and is going to try and gore at you.
Okay.
So that will only be 15, because
No.
I rolled a 1.
Nope.
Bugger. But his axe, on the other hand, he swings this overhead and gets 26.
Well, yeah, that's obviously going to hit. Nothing's got an AC that high.
Oh, I don't know. There's
If
plenty
he's
of
got
them.
his head down and he does that,
It's,
How can you
well,
get
his
that?
head's down, but he's looking like that.
yeah, but he went with the horns first.
He's got a point. You should have rolled it at
No, 'cause he was
disadvantage.
like that. And then
Aye.
But surely he'd
It
roll
works.
at disadvantage then. Because if his head's still down.
he's not head down, so you can't see where he's going. You daft bugger.
This is going to be a very frustrating game for Adrian.
All right, fuck it. There's a meteor.
Well, from us tonight, good night.
You take 15 points damage,
Don't look
Okay.
up.
I can't.
and that'll be slashing. Yeah. However,
What?
right.
I was just thinking, if we go back into the hallway, Minotaur's too big to get out there. We can just stand out there and hit it with crossbows.
Well, and he'll just stand around the corner and just get out of the way.
Well, either that or he has to creep running back for
I
Rio
mean,
down his
funny,
spine.
he got in there somehow.
Thank you, Pingy.
More what on walls?
More walls.
More something on walls.
Yes.
See, me being sassy worked.
This weird sound you hear of.
Pinky Poe's
It's
got,
like the maze in Harry Potter. It grows its own walls.
Yeah.
Pinky Poe's got their red baseball cap on, right?
I guess.
Mm.
Why?
Building walls.
I don't get it.
He's also wearing a wig.
Man, he's MAGA, that guy. But anyway, suddenly this wall cuts off your
Hold on,
exit. See, I was meant to do this. It was all magic. Cheers, Pinky Pie. You've got me. Good luck. So anyway,
You keep telling yourself that.
so of course, Pinky Pie's gone and bought bits, and he's actually stated what he wants to happen with those bits.
Yeah.
He could, if he changes his mind later on, also buy you group inspiration, but he's not doing that at the minute. He just wants you to die, which is
So
fine.
it seems.
So, with that wall being built, and the Minotaur having got to there, snug 'em. You are within 5 feet of it. What you going to do?
You'll have your pack tactic now, won't you?
Pack tactics.
You will. What you going to do? What you going to do? Huh? What do you think you're going to do?
It's going to bite its kneecaps.
No, you're not. Never.
I got my stick, right?
Yeah, and your lipstick.
What are you going to do? Play snooker with his balls?
Yeah, he's going to throw it down the floor and play poo sticks. See if it goes along.
Yeah,
Rapidly.
maybe.
Right. So, first attack.
He's going to run around the back behind it.
No,
going
I
through
am
the
not.
spike growth.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to take advantage of my pack tactics.
Is
As
your
an attack
spike
on my
growth a concentration spell, by the way?
It's got a C on it, so I assume so.
So, you need to roll a
Wisdom.
wisdom
Oh,
save.
no, it's Constitution.
Yeah, you need to roll a Constitution save and beat 15,
One of
which is
these.
the amount of damage you took. Yeah. So that plus your Constitution save value.
What's my constitution say?
Otherwise, the spike growth just
Which
died.
is my constitution say? Ah. I just beat it.
Lucky. Yeah, lucky.
By 1 point.
Excellent. So, yes, Snuggle, you were doing what?
Throwing dice.
You were trying to hit it.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes. Yes, it does. Quite significantly.
Does a
No.
24
Yes.
hit?
This 24, doesn't it?
Another one does.
No, you can only hit it once per round. Ah.
Nope.
Sorry, that was a 22. My apologies.
Okay. No, that still hits.
Okay.
This
Both
huge
of them
brute
hit.
is quite easy to hit.
Then, spending a key point for Blurry of Flows
Yep.
Nice.
does a 24 hit.
Well, yeah, the 22 hit.
Yes. He's doing lots of hits, but he hasn't actually done any damage.
And a 23.
Yes.
Right.
That's a lot of
Now
damage.
you got to
coming
roll
his
your
way.
damage.
So
None
What
of
do
it
you need
was
for your
crits.
damage? 6.
I need 4d6, please.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Question: if I get a
Okay.
crit, do I crit my stealth attack as well?
You crit your pants.
No, it's only the weapon damage that gets crit.
That's
And
20.
that's before your strength or dex.
Oh! There isn't a ceiling, Pinkerbo.
23 points damage.
Snake's paw. Actually, I could have.
We haven't got ceiling though.
However,
No,
If you-
let it happen because snakes pouring from the ceiling with your spike growth out. They're just.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they'll just die instantly.
Build a ceiling.
See? I'm helping.
yeah, you see a shimmer of an anti-magic ceiling appears.
Great.
from now on, even without.
So you can't even fly out now.
I can't fly anyway.
From now on,
You could. You're a
Okay.
druid, you can change shape.
Yeah, but I haven't got a bird.
You could have.
from now
You've seen him.
on, from now on, does Snuggum get constant crits? Because he's technically now in a cave. He's at home. He's loving life.
No, but he doesn't get disadvantage when moving across
you took the damage
difficult
off?
terrain. No, I didn't actually even hear what damage he did.
20 something. 20.
3.
23. Okay, no worries. Nice. Thank you, Bingo. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what you found in, but okay.
Yeah. Not really going to be snakes. It's not really going to be acid, but let's just say the rounds are counting down.
Uh-huh.
Are you staying where you are?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bobbo, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
You
well,
have an ally within 5 feet.
so I get a sneak attack, but I'm not going to get.
So when you crit, your sneak attack damage doesn't crit.
No.
It's the
But
weapon that crits.
I'm not going to get advantage, am I? Because it doesn't give me advantage unless I'm.
Unless you're actually flanking.
Yeah. Okay.
Which you can't because of the spike growth.
Do I take 1 point of spike growth damage?
Well, it
Just
wouldn't be
checking
1
something.
point, would
I
it?
can't
Be
remember, actually.
2d4. The woodpecker.
Because you don't even get a saving throw for it, do you?
No. You just take the damage.
What are you checking, Adrian?
I am just double checking whether or not sneak attack damage is doubled. I can't remember. I know it's definitely not in Pathfinder, but that's the last game I played.
I'll double check in a second. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is go around the Minotaur up into the top corner. I'll take 1 square of spike growth damage.
That's 2d4.
But it'll put me directly kind of opposite Elzana or Snuggum.
That's 8
So
though.
there, yeah.
That's fine.
You're taking 8
You rolled
spike
really
damage.
well there.
I
Nice.
did.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with advantage.
All right. Okay. Now I've just read sneak. A crit doubles all rolled dice.
So even sneaks.
So sneak attack does double. Just doesn't in Pathfinder.
Unfortunately, I don't think a 14 is going to hit.
No.
There's 27.
Even with advantage, you only got. Oh, 27 would. I hate you.
So is that a crit then, a 27?
No. $22 points of damage.
Not
Then
bad.
they do.
No, sorry. 19. I read the wrong bit.
Okay. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. Elzana.
So they've both done way more damage than me.
Yeah.
Uh,
But you both. No, you did in the 20s, didn't you?
no, I only did 16.
No, so Snuggum. You did. in the
Snuggum did
20s
23.
damage.
23.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
23, 19. So
I
you've
would
done
say drop the spike growth at this point.
Yeah, because
But
there's
he's
no
not gonna
point in
be
it being
moving.
there. I'm just wondering if it's worth chucking one of them beads under his feet.
Yeah, throw it straight in his face. Do it now.
No, because it'll bounce off it. I'm not stupid.
What?
Throw it at his feet then.
I haven't decided that's what I'm doing yet.
I would say that because it's concentration, just drop your spike growth
Yeah.
and then just see what else you got. I mean, you've got that blade thing as well.
How about you throw one of those explosive beads
No.
at the aberrant crystal in the middle of the room?
No. I'm going to use poison.
We
spray.
need radiant damage for that.
That'd be hilarious if you actually threw it and it came out as radiant damage.
So I'm going to do the poison spray on him.
Okay. So you're dropping the spike rate?
Yeah. I need a d12. Is that a 12?
Yep.
Okay. So it'll be 1d12 with damage. And the creature must succeed a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I'll just move these out a minute.
Does 25 work?
Well, he's got to beat my spell save, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. So if you beat it, do you only take half the damage?
I assume so.
Okay.
Depends what your spell says.
Just says a puff of noxious gas. The creature must succeed a saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage. It doesn't say what happens
Oh,
if they
so in
beat
which
it.
it says must succeed on the throw or take the
Right,
damage.
okay, so I don't need to
therefore he
roll
doesn't
it
take
then.
the damage. Yeah,
Okay, no worries.
that's fine.
What's the microphone?
It's fine.
And there
Picked it
goes
up.
poor Pinkie Posy ears.
Yeah.
A death. The microphone smacking down.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Aberrant Minotaur. Which way is he going to go? Well, he's already facing
Well, if you're
Elzana,
saying
so
that he's going for the one that did the most damage, that isn't me.
yeah, that's what I wasn't going to pick on
Just
you.
saying.
Don't worry, I'm not going to pick on you.
You can if you want. I'm not bothered.
No, it's just you've done a little bit and it's dodged out of the way,
Yeah.
but Snuggum's done a huge amount of damage.
Oh dear, what's he
Bobbo's
chuckling
done a
at
huge amount
now?
of damage, and he's just trying to,
Decide who to
it's
go
kind of
for.
he's already
Oh.
facing Snuggum
What?
effectively.
Did you do a fan? It tickle your bum?
No, it's just such a team play. I didn't hear you. He did.
No, I didn't say who did the most damage. I just said it wasn't me.
What I think was funny is that earlier we were having a conversation about people saying, "Why are you picking on me?"
I never actually said you were going for me. I'm just pointing out if you're saying that he goes for who does the most damage, that's not me.
You were just making sure that I didn't go for you. That's all. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay to point out that someone else did more damage
Yeah, I didn't say who though.
and be cowardly like that. That's fine.
Yeah, but I didn't say who.
Right. So he's going to swing his great axe straight at Snugs. That will be 25 to hit.
Dodge?
Have you got dodge?
No.
That's a shame.
I don't know. Can you ready an action? You have to ready
shit.
an action of dodge. don't you?
I don't know.
You
That did
take
not sound good.
29 points of slashing
Holy
damage
shit.
as an axe comes sideways and just slams into your side.
What did you roll to hit?
I have no idea.
I rolled a 12 and a 9 and I had 8.
Jesus.
No, he's just a Minotaur.
No, the fact that you get to add 8.
It's just its strength.
My strength is
It's-
not very
A
good.
huge, big, tough monstrosity.
Oh,
Gonna beat you up.
yeah. I'm going to have to take it.
Yeah, it's a shame.
So,
was that, was?
hang on, how much was that?
I can't remember what I added that up to.
29.
Yeah, 12 plus 9 plus 8, 29, yes. Gonna hurt.
Ow!
Yeah.
No! That's
And
not fair.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
slashing damage.
Yeah, there was a huge, big axe that went slashy straight into your sides. Snuggum, you may respond with "ow" and run away like a coward.
No, it's a fight. I'm not backing down.
I mean, there's an exit right in front of you, just the other side of the room. You could run.
Yeah, but your encouragement does not to run that way does not instill within me a confidence that it would be a peaceful route to take.
Are you trying to say that I would double cross you and betray you?
I mean, you're putting
Definitely,
walls
yes.
up where there was no walls before.
I'm being
so-
paid to put walls up. I'm guessing that Pinky Pie must be Mexican, because apparently they're paying for it.
Do you know, for that Pinky Pie, you should give John some inspiration to help him out. Because the agent's just called you Mexican.
What's wrong with being Mexican?
No, I was taking the pee out of Trump, actually, rather than being nasty to him. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with being Mexican. Mexicans are actually quite nice people.
I actually know some Mexican people. One of them's an honorary brother to Dan's brothers.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah. You should do what
Usually
they
really
call
good
them.
cooks too. Although
No.
I'm generalising now.
I
I
wouldn't
have
know
met one
of them.
person from Mexico.
Anyway, I think your wife might be watching, so let's carry on and we'll
What?
switch over to Snuggum.
John of
What's
Fosters.
Snuggy doing?
John.
What am I doing? I shall return the favour and attack him back.
Okay, you will have advantage anyway, I believe.
Yeah, I'm right beside him.
Stating pack tactics or flanking, whichever you prefer.
Yeah. Whichever is advantageous.
So that would be quite low. Oh no, then the other one's an 18. So that would be a 24.
Ooh, that hits. Oh,
21?
yeah, that hits.
Flurry of blows. Nat 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, nice. That's well.
Crit, yeah.
And a 23.
Yeah, that hits. So you need
So-
to do 2 lots of damage, crit damage, 1 more lot of damage.
Okay, so I'll do the normal damage.
Yeah. 1, 2,
18,
4,
19 points of damage from that.
19. Okay.
And then I shall double the roll for the crit, which is where I roll a 1. Nope. So that'll be 13
Another 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
from the crit.
This thing's looking actually pretty beaten up already. Blood is pouring down it. As we go to Bobbo, there's a few bits of sparking coming from this crystal in the middle of the room.
Oh dear.
I was born on a mountain
Oh, magic.
in a thunderstorm. Snuggum magic.
Mm.
Okay. But you lived under a hill, not a mountain.
He said he was born there. He didn't say he lived there.
Okay.
They were on holiday.
Mind you, I suppose from that height, from the height that a kobold is, it was a mountain.
Do you not remember monkey magic?
No.
Yeah, that's why I went monkey
No.
magic.
not
It-
You
kobold.
missed out on your childhood.
Deprivation.
My brother watched it all the time. He was obsessed with it.
Anyway, what did you roll to hit?
26.
26, that hits. He's enjoying rolling all those dice, isn't he?
It was a Japanese program,
He flew around on a cloud.
yeah, based on a Chinese Buddhist legend. Was it Chinese legend?
With the main character that was Russian,
No,
with the sidekick who was French,
the
How'd you know?
Inspector
and wearing a
No.
pair of Argentinian cowboy
see,
boots.
they sent it. It was one of those
What did you
things
damage?
23.
where they sent it over as film and then didn't send over like a synopsis of what was going on. So the actors doing the dubs
Just made it up.
just made it up from watching what was happening. One of the people involved was Miriam Margolyes.
I never knew she was in it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So yeah, it was.
Interesting.
It's look it up. It's fantastic.
I never thought much to it.
So, we go back to Elzana.
Hello.
At the same time, there's a slight flash in the air.
Mm-hmm. And
And another one appears directly opposite.
okay. Another what? Another crystal? Oh, another minotaur.
I'm going to give him a number 2 on the end of his name, though.
He's a poo!
And this is...
No. No.
This one is as a direct response to Pinkie Pie wanting more monsters.
Oh no.
This one wasn't meant to be here. Thank you, Pinkie Pie.
Okay, that's fine.
So, anyway,
I see how it is.
Elzana, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna do Thunder Wave,
Ooh, do it.
which will push him back. Can't read this very well.
What if
So a wave of thunder force sweeps out from me. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from me must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you take 2d8 thunder damage, and I'll push 10 feet away from me.
So, which
And on a
direction?
successful save, they take half as much damage, and I'm
So-
pushed.
So, we've got a 15-foot cube I need to draw.
Yeah.
So, I will just draw a 15-foot cube. There you go. That's a 15-foot cube.
Right?
It comes from out of you, so you could have it there.
Yeah.
You could have it there.
No.
You could have it there.
Put it on the bit where it hits both mine and
I think it has to come from Elzana, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes out
So
from me.
it has to be essentially on a square that she
There's
is
adjacent.
adjacent to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has to be on the thing, not on Snuggum.
So you want to do? No. Where's your screen just locked up?
I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you have to do a Constitution save.
A con save, eh?
Oh, on a minotaur.
18.
Just so you'll take half the damage.
Okay. And you won't get pushed back on this one.
No. So that's 7.
7.
Whatever half of that is.
7.
Yeah, it's
You
not
lucky
bad.
bugger. Guess how many hit points you had left?
5? 6? 7?
Yeah.
Yay.
I thought you said it takes half.
Yeah, it's only half of the 7.
Oh, he only takes half of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that's
He's only got
okay.
3 points left, guys.
He'll have
no,
4.
no. If you had 7, half of 7 is rounded down to 3.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
he's
got
got
4
4
points.
Unfortunately, it's his turn.
Yeah.
So, who did the most damage to him last turn?
Don't
You
know.
crit. Is going for Snuggum again.
I'm going to
Yeah,
die.
you got 13 then 12, right?
Oh.
I can't remember.
What's 19 plus 18? Is that a hit?
37.
Would that be a hit on Snuggum?
I think that actually misses, doesn't it, Sean?
9,
know.
9, and 8 will be 26 points of damage. Straight into Snuggum's side
Snuggum
again.
is looking ropey. So did you say 26?
Yes.
I think healing duties next one.
Yeah. Snuggum's looking really ropey, but so is the aberrant Minotaur. That is all it's going to do. Number 2, seeing that that's going on, the aberrant number 2 is going to say, "Sod this, I'm going around the other side." And it's going to go straight for Bobbo.
Deal.
Because it moved, it gets to use its horns first. So, I'm going to do a piercing attack on you. I don't know if that's going to hit 21.
Done.
Yeah, 21 hits, sorry.
Right, okay, so... where's my dice there?
When do we get to level up?
I don't know.
7.
Not
Funny
been
enough,
that for a
it's
while.
actually written down here at the end of this encounter. Not this particular encounter,
If we
but this
get
bit.
through it.
If you escape the labyrinth. So 7 plus 8, 15.
Points of damage.
Yeah, 15 piercing from its horns. And can you now give me a con save?
Why?
Because it's an aberrant. And it's just stuck part of his body into his.
It's a 17.
17.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find the right piece of paper. There it is. 17. Yeah, you passed. You're fine on that one. Then it is going to swing its great axe as well at you. Don't know if that's going to hit though. Actually, I probably will. 24.
Yep. Uncanny dodge.
Okay. That'd be 28, so you can take 14 slashing damage for that. You dodge out the way just as it scrapes down the side of your arm, slicing all the way through your beautiful clothes. Actually, I don't know why, but Minotaur 2 is showing above Minotaur 1 there. Snuggum. You're going to bleed to death, maybe? Surrender? Give up?
Surrender?
Sit in the corner, read a little book, suck your thumb.
No, I go down fighting.
No retreat.
No surrender.
All I heard was he goes down.
He's yelling timber.
I'm a lumberjack.
He's okay.
He's all right. Not about okay.
Ooh, it's quite a low roll.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Attack
play?
tactics.
So I was going to suggest something.
I can move around the other side of him.
Well, I was thinking if you...
But I need to be next to Elzana because I really need healing.
Well, you got a healing word, right? Which is a spoken thing, not a touch.
It is. I think it's 60 foot. Yeah, 60 foot range.
Yeah, but that's quite a high level spell if you're just trying to keep someone up rather than
No,
get them back to
it
full
can be
health.
done at level 1.
Okay.
Also, I believe
I have good berry as well.
it can it be done as... No, because it's not a cantrip.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, it's a bonus action.
It can be, yeah. It says casting time, 1 bonus
So
action.
here's what I was thinking, is that if you went round to
If
Minotaur
I
2...
move, it's going to attack me.
Wait. If Snuggum goes to Minotaur 2, between Minotaur 1 and 2, doesn't get an attack of opportunity, can attack Minotaur 2.
You're thinking there.
Yeah. You, bonus action, healing word on you. Main action, thunder or lightning thing. Stick it in the middle of them. Bang.
I can't do the lightning, can I? There's an anti-magic field above us.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, there
Yes, there
is.
It's a storm.
It's a ceiling.
Yeah, but she creates a storm cloud. Now that he's put a ceiling in, the storm cloud is formed below the ceiling.
That's true.
But otherwise, it would be formed in the sky.
How tall does it say that the column is?
Column?
Because I thought it creates a column or something, doesn't it?
No.
No, it just
I don't know.
creates...
We can go through the details of the spell when we get to your turn. At the moment, what is Snuggum doing?
Well, how ropey is Minotaur 1 looking?
Very.
Well, Minotaur...
We've already metagaming. You know, there's only 4 hit points left.
Minotaur 1 is slumping a little. I wasn't going to meta game.
Right, I shall.
Go for
Pack
number
tactics.
2.
Attack number 1.
Go for number 2.
Doesn't 18 hit?
No.
Why didn't you go for number 2?
No, I know what he's doing.
22.
Yes.
That would be 5 points of damage.
More than enough. Now you've finally taken him
Right. I shall then close with Minotaur 2,
Of course you will.
giving
And then
my
go-
tribal war cry
Do you wanna
of,
go-
oh, you're going to get it now, you get.
Do you want to go
Right.
just two steps, or you want to move all the way round?
Yeah,
and
I
help Bobbo?
will make it so Bobbo can have advantage too,
Thank you.
as well.
Thank you.
And then I shall go Blurry of Flows. Oh,
Your
bugger.
flows are fully blurred.
That's the third key point I have.
Good thing is
spent.
these aren't actually that difficult to hit.
Now you say that. 19?
19,
Yes.
just.
Alright.
Literally
Not difficult
very,
to hit.
very
19
just.
just hits.
Come on, with what you
And
guys
that
can roll,
definitely misses.
19's easy.
So just the one hit.
Okay.
For a massive, fantastic 4 points damage.
You bastard.
I just poked it.
You've ruined his shorts.
I wasn't going for his short.
You can't reach anything else.
I've got a stick.
This thing's huge.
I've got a stick.
Where were you trying to stick it?
But the sun don't shine.
Well,
You were trying to hit that thing that was swinging in your face. What would Bobbo like to do? Let me guess.
I'm
You
going
can try and
to
hit it.
hit the bugger.
Trying to make the bullman go goatsy.
Do you reckon you can
Right,
hit it? Do you? Do you think you can hit it? Are you? Are you? Are you? You have, haven't you? He's going to call up the lower one, and then he's going to call up the higher one.
21.
Yes, that hits.
What it is.
What was the other number?
18.
Yum.
No.
20 points of damage.
20. Nice.
Not really. That was actually a low roll.
No, I
Kid you
meant
not.
nice for me.
I kid you not, right? Do you want to know the dice I rolled?
Or 1?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yahtzee! Other
You get a
dice games are
prize!
available.
The prize is he's going to hit you next turn.
Legitimately, look.
Elzana,
Right.
what way would you like them to die?
I haven't decided yet. But in answer to the question about the thunder thing, it is a 10-foot. It's a storm cloud in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall. So
that would be about.
And
about the height of the Minotaur.
So unless the cloud starts on the ground, it's going to touch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to work.
No, because if the Minotaur's 10 foot tall, it forms above that 10 foot, which means it's still got to be headroom for the Minotaur.
No, she's saying that the cloud itself is 10 foot.
No,
No,
I'm saying the
cylinder's
cylinder is
10
10 foot, not the cloud.
so
Right.
the cylinder that comes out of the cloud is 10 foot.
Yeah.
Right.
So then the cloud is just
Okay.
slightly above that.
Yeah, go on then. I'll let you do it.
Okay,
Right,
so do I
So
put it
that's
directly on
going to
him?
fill the room.
Move in by 5 foot.
Move in by 5 foot. Okay, any particular reason why?
Yeah, he can't charge you then.
That's true, yeah, move me in by 5 foot.
Why can't he?
Because then it closes down by. Because it's only a 5 foot to get into it. It's
You
not
need,
10
you
foot.
need, needs 10 foot to charge.
Yeah, doesn't have to be 10 foot direct.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
no,
it's changing,
don't be
if
a
it's
knob.
changing direction,
Well,
that's
then I might as well stay where I am then.
To be fair, in this small area, it makes no difference. Even if you go to the opposite corner, he can still charge
Yeah.
up to you.
So,
It's gonna make
anyway,
no real
I'm
difference.
putting the lightning point mark a bit directly on him.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, he's only going to charge at you if he's managed to kill these two as well at the same time.
So I need
At
3d10.
which point you're stuffed anyway.
Yeah.
hang on.
Why is Bobbo
Cast.
stood by one of the exits anyway?
Cast healing word first.
Yeah, you.
It's a bonus action.
Yes.
You
but
can do
your
bonus action, then an action, or you can do an action, then a bonus action.
lightning is concentration.
Okay, fine, I'll do healing word first. Thank you.
Is it a cantrip?
I don't know. It just says it's a bonus action.
Oh no,
Because you can only do one bonus action and one action per turn, the same as you can only do one leveled spell and one cantrip.
That's the point.
So if they're both leveled spells, you can only do one or the other.
Yeah, Healing Word is a leveled spell.
I don't know.
I mean, you could gamble on the fact that I'm probably only going for Bobbo and not Snuggum.
It's a leveled spell. So do I just do the lightning damage?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's up to you. I mean,
it can't kill me. So
from a meta perspective, you know the way I work. The monster is always going to go for the one who did the most damage,
right, so
which was Bobbo.
Right.
In game, how worried would Elzana be if she's seeing Snuggum trailing blood everywhere?
You think she just thinks that Snuggum walked into a door or something?
Stupid kobold kids.
So that will be 25 lightning damage on the Minotaur.
25. Doesn't get any save or anything, does it?
Agility.
No, it's not agility.
Dex.
It's
But if you pass it, was it half?
It's half if you pass, but give me a minute.
17?
Dexterity saving throw, a 17 just passes, so whatever half of 25 is.
So 12.
So not a lot, really.
Hey, still better than.
It's also a guaranteed amount.
Yeah.
My love.
We can't actually reach. That's as far as I reach.
Go, gadget on.
Oh,
That could have smashed all over the floor.
it nearly did. I felt my shoulder drop out of
See,
joint.
I think we need to now fit a little choo-choo train to go around the room.
Just constantly.
You know that discussion we'd had about the kitchen being upstairs and creating
A
one of those?
dumbwaiter.
Yeah, one of the dumbwaiters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you dare say that about your wife.
She's
He
not
didn't
the
say
waiter.
anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, waitress. Sorry. Anyway.
I was gonna say, don't say that about Josh. Right.
That wasn't Josh.
And I wasn't going to say a damn word.
So you've done the lightning damage. Are you doing anything else?
No, because the only bonus action I can do is a leveled spell, so.
No worries. That's okay. So that's why if in amongst your cantrips, if you've got an offensive cantrip, even if it doesn't do much damage, it's useful because you can do both.
I don't think I've got any cantrips here. They're all ones.
You should have cantrips.
Oh, that's a cantrip, that's a cantrip, that's a cantrip.
So
They're not much good to me, so.
Aberrant Minotaur 2. Guess who it's going for?
No idea.
We want to work in
Uncanny dodge.
28 to hit.
Yes.
Uncanny dodge.
I just only got one attack now on it.
7, 8, and 8. 16, 23. So you will take
11.
11. 11. Please speak clearly. I love that scene.
Hmm?
I think it was a BBC comedy set in Glasgow, and they'd gone and built a lift that was voice activated with no buttons.
Who makes a voice activated lift in Glasgow?
Yeah, and then fits it in Glasgow, and he's going 11. Please speak more clearly. 11, you stupid cow! Did you mean 17? No!
But they had that problem with the speak to text iPhone in originally, didn't they?
Because it was trained on American accents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't understand the Scottish accent.
Not many
It's because the Scottish and the Americans, it's the same letters that they
Drop.
No, they mutate.
Yeah. Whereas,
But
so
they
in
mutate them
theory,
differently.
Scottish is actually closer to American spoken than English is,
Hmm.
than to the British English.
Although apparently the Scottish accent's the sexiest accent out there.
Is it?
No.
It's used in sex robots.
I wouldn't
How
know,
do you
Dan.
know this?
It was on Russell Howard.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Russell Howard's good news.
Did he sit there
I'd
watching
like-
that with you and then
I'd
go,
like to point
"It's
out-
through that is
Did they program it on Robin Williams as Mrs. Doubtfire? Because that would be hilarious.
I don't know. I don't know what the idea
My
behind it
birthday
was.
is late and I'm already
But-
having hot flushes.
Brace
Why
yourself,
is she
Effie.
Irish now?
Because I can't do a Scottish accent.
Scottish.
But no, there was this whole thing about, you know, they had to choose an accent or something like that, and they could have chosen like Italian or French or something that is normally derived as like a very
I do not understand how the
love-
French or the
you
Italian
know,
accent can be so
that's
similar.
Sexy accent,
very
and they end up
sexy,
with Scottish.
and they went with Scottish.
Yeah, but who the hell finds a French accent bloody sexy? It sounds redundant.
He actually went through the whole line as well.
What
He's
do you
like,
mean?
you could be there like Ciambella and all this sort of stuff, and then you got the Scottish is like, fucking do it!
And then he said they modelled it on him.
Spread your legs then, lassie. Right.
Oh my god.
Let's see if we can batter that and deep fry
I'm
it.
so glad.
Anyway,
We're a bit off track now.
Smoker, what would you like to do?
The Minotaur 2 took its action, didn't it?
Attack number one.
Brings a whole new meaning to
Number one's not there.
Attacking number two. And my attack numero uno.
These jokes are getting a bit fishy.
My first attack,
Yes.
24.
Yeah, that was it.
It's
My second attack
It's-
does not hit.
Never mind.
Unless 11 hits, which it doesn't.
11?
Right, so,
You're not rolling your damage first.
no. I'll just roll them all together and count the number of hits.
Okay.
He's pretty sure he's not going to take it down with that one hit.
16.
But your blurry
No.
flows? No. Blurry flows numero dos. Zero.
No. Va.
Natural?
20.
Natural or unnatural?
Natural.
That's
Yeah.
it. So one crit then.
Mm-hmm. So
One
one,
crit, one
one
normal.
normal. So the normal one, woo, that'd be 12 points damage.
12.
And
Yeah.
second one, oh, not so good. That would also be
You
12
double it,
points
though.
of damage.
That's a bit doubled.
Mm-hmm. It's double the dice and add the modifier, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, Monsieur le Bobo. Or Boo Boo.
But we're going for a hit then, aren't we?
Bobbo.
I still think Boo Boo sounds better.
Oh!
And then Snug and we can return, call you Yogi instead and have you go, this way, Boo Boo. You'll come and eat this big monster.
He's
Then get the
smarter than
big
the average halfling.
A 14 hit.
14? No. And then we could call Elzana Cindy. And they could all, and the Sultan could be Ranger Smith. Anyway, is that it? Is that what you do?
Well, if 14 doesn't hit, 12's not going to hit, is it?
Never mind.
I need a picnic basket.
Can I try as a bonus action? Because I swear there's something about that within my thingy. But as a bonus action, can I try and stick a dagger in it?
No. Not unless you get two attacks.
Well, I've got daggers, but it doesn't say that I get two
No,
attacks.
you would have to be doing two-handed. You'd have to have a feat for two hand.
I do have two weapon fighting.
Oh, in which
Okay.
case, yes, you can. It's just that you don't add your bonus to your attack bonus.
Oh, okay. So, do I still get advantage?
Yes, I think so. But it's just literally it works out slightly differently because you're not adding your dex onto it or strength, whichever one you normally do. So it's just your proficiency, I think. Someone can quickly look that one up for me.
What's that?
Did you completely miss anyway?
Well, even without any bonuses or anything like that, I got a natural 1. Or a 3.
Fair enough. Yeah, you wouldn't hit. But you can quickly Google whether or not you, with two weapon fight. I'm sure with two weapon fighting, there's a negative for doing it.
You don't get your...
I just don't. I think you get your
You don't-
proficiency.
you don't
You
get
just
your-
don't get your dex or strength
Yeah,
addition to the attack.
unless you've taken the feat to weapon fighting, at which point you do.
Well, he's got that feat.
Yeah. So one
however,
weapon.
have you got a shield?
Yes.
Because if you've got a shield, you can't. One hand's using that, so you can't actually do the second attack anyway.
Unless he bashes it with the shield.
Then you'd have to have a separate feat for that one. Doing shield.
Shield bash.
Yeah, but
It gets very complicated.
The hand holding the shield.
Unless
I'm like that. I've got a dagger in this hand. So as I've gone in to poke there, he's dodged that, and the hand with the shield is just gone.
no.
You're meant to be on my side.
I,
Even in anime cartoons, they
you
wouldn't
would
pull that
end
one
up
up.
stabbing yourself in the face if you did that with a shield.
Probably.
Yeah, we didn't say what
Elzana.
shield
However,
it was.
if you've got a buckler, you can punch them with it. You can have a buckler with a spike on it.
They did from 3rd edition. I don't know if they did it in 4th edition or when they went to 5th edition in D&D, but they massively reduced the amount of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
In Pathfinder, they do still have a spiked shield. So you can, if you've got that shield, you can use it to attack and do a piercing shield bash. Which is rather nasty, I think. But obviously it doesn't do that much damage because it's not like you can swing it like a sword. It's just a jab. Anyway, Elzana, what would you like to do?
I'm thinking I might as well carry on with the Calling Lightning because that's a concentration spell. If I choose to heal John, I'd have to drop the Call Lightning, wouldn't I?
No. You only drop. The only way that you.
But I can't heal John.
A concentration
and...
spell is stopped either at will, if you take damage and fail your concentration check, or you cast another concentration spell.
But
you can concentrate on that on the side
if
and still do basic
if
healing.
I healed John, I then couldn't call the lightning, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Is it a bonus action to command the lightning?
Doesn't say.
She's not casting another spell, she's just calling it.
Yeah.
Because the spell itself is already in effect.
What's the wording on there? Because I'm sure it mentions about subsequent turns.
Yeah, the subsequent terms is you call the lightning down on a specific position.
It's a bit like spiritual weapon. You use
I can't read
your
it.
bonus action to command it as such.
Pretty much.
Pretty sure it's
What do you need, Red?
And he said, I can't remember what you said.
Basically, the terminology it uses to explain the spell.
subsequent attacks for subsequent rounds.
I don't think it says anything about it.
It says duration up to 10 minutes.
Yeah. What's the spell?
Call lightning.
Call lightning. So it's a 10 feet cylinder, 10 feet tall cylinder with 6 foot radius, centered on a point you can see within 100 feet directly above you.
Yeah. Because this is where you were saying it's a 10-foot tall cloud.
No, the column is 10 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spell
Yeah.
fails if you
The storm
can't
cloud.
see a point in the air where the storm cloud could appear.
Yeah, so it says a storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
So if it's above someone, it's got to have 10-foot space above them to have it. Technically, you shouldn't have been able to cast it, but it's there now.
But my point is, I can't heal John and call the lightning, can I?
When you cast a spell, choose a point. On each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to call down lightning. So yes, because you're using an action.
That's what I mean.
Your healing though is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not a cantrip.
Yeah, but that's fine because you're not
You've
casting
already
a spell.
cast the spell.
All you're
Right.
doing is using an action
Okay.
to command it.
All right. I need
So you can do the lightning and then you can heal him if you wish.
2d4 because it's 2d4 because of the moon thing.
Although shortly I think Bobbo might need it too.
So that's 8. It's not a lot.
8
8.
damage.
No, 8 health too.
You just
Oh
doubled
right, and
my.
then you want to do the lightning, yeah?
You just doubled my current hit points. That'll do.
Well, I get a nat 20 on the...
Yeah, so you have to take half the damage.
Yeah.
Which is...
There's no critical saves.
No, but it means I don't
Half,
have to do any
whatever half
different.
of 23 is.
11.
Oh, they go down too easily.
It's not a lot, but...
Sorry. Oh, drinks. Sorry. I thought we were talking about... I
He's so
thought
rude.
you were talking about Dan's sex dolls again.
If there's a vulgar way to read something.
Aberrant Minotaur. Right. So, got it. Who did the most damage?
I'm not sure.
I think it was actually Snuggum this time, wasn't it? So he's just going to suddenly just swing round with his axe, going straight to try and lop off your head.
As he turns round, I'm just going to walk round behind him. Just stay behind him. You know what
just
you do
have the
with
dice
people?
cam.
Don't you
Yeah.
dare. Oh, you. Yeah.
02.
I'm down.
So I've hit
I'll
you.
just start doing death saves.
Yeah, I mean, I've hit you. Let's at least roll the damage.
Because you could just roll ones.
He won't.
Both lower than normal. That's 9 plus 8 is 17, doubled 32.
Yeah, he's down, I think.
Well, I currently have 16 hit points.
Hang
No,
on,
34.
No, you only doubled the dice roll, don't you?
Sorry, yes, you're right, sorry. 9, 18.
There you go. There you go. No,
Yeah,
go.
18
I'm not
plus
quite
8.
as dead. I'm nearly headless.
26.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, 26.
My healing did nothing then.
It probably stopped him from dying.
Yeah,
No, he's down.
it probably stopped me from being dead.
And it roars in your face and its breath stinks.
Lovely.
I don't know.
No.
I'm dead.
Are you
Or
actually
unconscious.
Are you actually unconscious now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, I'm going to death
I thought you
saves.
said that you were just alive.
No.
That's what I meant, but my healing didn't do anything.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Right then.
You are pardoned.
So you are dying. So it's your turn. You want to do a death save? Come.
No.
Oh, it was nearly a good throw, then it rolled over to the
So
other number.
Snuggum isn't.
It was wobbling like this between 11 and 4 and then landed on 4.
You no longer have advantage. You no
Yeah,
longer have
can I-
sneak attack.
Can I delay my action till after the Elzana?
Oh, God.
You can do.
I don't know what
Effectively,
that's
you've just
going
lost
to
your turn
do.
there. But yeah.
How does he lose? What?
Essentially,
Because
it
we've
goes
now
round
started the next round.
But it does put me in front of the Aberrant. But what I'm saying is if it goes, if it now goes to your turn, you cast Healing Word on him again, get him up, I get advantage and hit off them off.
What?
Well, you get advantage as soon as Elzana moves, yeah.
Well, yeah, but if she doesn't move into the bit, I won't get advantage.
Fair enough. But anyway, Elzana.
So John gets 6 plus 5.
11.
11 points of health.
Okay.
And
So I
now-
pop up on 11.
Yeah, and
So
now
you,
to do
you
the
wake
cool
up, but you're
lightning.
currently prone.
Okay.
So that's 10.
That's fine. Don't need movement.
27 if you don't pass the saving, what's it, of the lightning.
Oh, yep. So cool lightning. Only 16 this time.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay.
So half of 27.
So 13.
Mm.
Is Pinky Poo still there?
Yeah, he's probably just gone to make a sandwich. He did that last time, he'd gone and made a
Either that or
sandwich.
he's fallen asleep because we've bored him.
Well, yes,
So-
we're
so
not being
then-
sassy anymore.
It's all them walls.
Yeah,
see.
you see, you've blocked him out with all the walls you built.
Yeah. You said
Can't
he just
see.
watched Death of Stalin. I do agree that's a masterclass of a
Never
film.
seen it.
The one I enjoyed was Jojo Rabbit.
I didn't.
Oh,
I could not.
But
Your
funny.
I
whole face
could
is
not get
moving
into
with
it.
Bobbo, sir!
Right, I've
You
got.
don't have advantage.
Why?
John's
Because he's
awake.
prone. He hasn't stood up. Elzana didn't move.
I didn't know I was meant to.
Because he's prone, he's down, so he's not a threat. He's got to stand up
I
to
never
become a
actually
threat.
said that was the end of my go anyway.
Okay, isn't the end of your go. Let me guess, you're going to run over.
I don't run anywhere.
Okay, you waddle.
Yeah, waddle
Okay.
sounds more like it.
Okay, Bobbo, now you can have advantage.
Oh, she moved in, has she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never said my go was finished.
Fair enough.
I just assumed because he started rolling dice.
No,
I
it was
didn't
doing,
roll, I was just
it
roll.
was shaking the dice long before I'd even finished throwing the lightning, to be fair.
Yeah.
I still don't think that's going to hit
Just
anything.
doing on a project whilst listening. Oh.
Fair enough, see? You'd be busy with something.
Axine.
18.
18 to hit. Niente.
19 just
Comrade.
hits.
That will not do, comrade. Minotaur. Right, as far as it knows, Snuggum is down. Elzana's just kind of moved past him, but she's not physically hit him. So sod it,
The
Bobbo.
lightning
Nor
hit
have
him.
I.
Actually, neither did you, yeah.
So does he just
So
do
he just
nothing?
misses. Go on, Schneider.
No, I'm just trying to
Off
think,
we go.
is he smart enough to realise that you're doing the lightning?
Probably not.
No.
I'm stupid.
He's aberrant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he's
don't have
not.
a brain.
He's just going to swing straight back round at the other threat he knows, which is Bobbo.
Fair enough.
Sorry about that,
No,
Bobbo.
you do nothing if you can't tell who hurt him.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely nothing. 27 to hit.
That hits.
Good.
Uncanny dog.
17.
Half of that then.
Half
Eight.
is- Yep.
I tell you what, uncanny dodge, I think is almost up there with counterspell.
Dispel magic.
Well, I'm wanting to level Bobbo up, not Bobbo, Snuggum up in Rogue.
It would track.
Yeah.
Once he starts getting loads of bloody sneak damage. Rogues can actually be, if you build them optimally,
Who's going
which I
there?
don't generally say people should.
No.
You should build it for the story, not for optimization. But
Yeah.
if you do build it optimally, rogues can be nasty pieces of work.
Who's going
If
there?
I'd done it with Madness, that would be, he could have been really, really
I
nasty.
want to make him a swashbuckler rogue.
Well, a swashbuckler monk.
Yeah.
He's a rogue monk.
What's a rogue monk? Runk? Moog?
No. Fire.
Moogie.
Hang on, no, if it's Moog, it's War.
Who is next?
House of Moog. Rashenko. Sorry, we're going completely off course here. Snuggum. You're lying on the ground.
I shall do one of those fancy flip up things, otherwise known as getting up. Right.
Okay, that's half your
Which
movement.
is smart off my movement. And then, flurry of flows.
Blurry flows.
Well, my first attack
Misses?
is a 16. Which didn't do.
No.
Second attack is 20.
20. Ooh, that just hits. I was going to say just misses, but it doesn't.
My flurry of blows. It's 25.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
hits.
gonna hit.
Just try and mislead Adrian.
He's using a bit of sarcasm.
24.
Yep. So you got
So
three
that's
hits.
3 hits.
Trois hits. Or otherwise known as twits.
18. 21 points damage.
21.
You never keep me down, you bugger.
You do realise that if Elzana or Bobbo don't actually do a lot of melee damage, you're swinging straight back around at you again. Elzana.
I'll get knocked down. I'll get up again.
Yeah.
We do that.
I really
Yeah.
wish on stream you wouldn't drink a whiskey drink and a vodka drink and a lager drink. And
So
a
does
cider
my
drink.
wife. I've got to drive her home. Right.
28.
Lightning? Was that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Ooh.
You okay?
I got a 16 on the dice, so 17.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Getting towards
Adrian,
break
very
time.
quickly.
So half of 28.
Just want to point out, just found this. Obviously, you are very rarely going to encounter a sufficiently large room to cast the spell. Right?
Yeah.
Meaning, very rarely are you going to find a 10-foot tall room. However, you put a Minotaur in here, making it an outdoor-only spell. About 99% of the time. Technically, you can cast a spell in a room that is only 10 foot tall.
Okay.
Because
So-
the cylinder of the cloud is 10 foot. So as long as
Half
there's
of
a room
28.
10 foot tall, you can
Yeah,
cast
yeah,
the
yeah.
cloud
Oh,
in the
yeah.
room.
Oh, yeah, no, but it was where we were saying about the point, it's got to be above that point.
So he takes 14,
kind of-
Adrian.
if it's
No, no,
above
no. You're in the cloud.
Yes.
Adrian.
Yes.
Takes 14 because you
14.
passed the thing.
And so if there wasn't a Minotaur in it, we wouldn't have been able to do it.
I like what Pinky Po just said.
Yeah, I thought you might. That's what I tried to tell you. Check the chat.
Minotaur swings, hits one of the explosive items on your person.
Nobody's got explosive items.
Yes, you do.
You have the beads.
You have the beads of joy.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna be able to get to them.
You have some
They
out of
only
beads.
take a bit of impact.
Do whatever you gotta do. But they can't swing and hit the crystal, they're in a pouch.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Bobbo.
You do what you gotta do.
Or boo boo.
I'm going to swing at the...
You do.
What'd you get?
A 24
Yep, you hit.
and a 27.
Yep, you still hit. I love the way that you work out the maths on both. You only need to do the bigger one. Just save you some time and brain power.
What brain power?
Exactly.
$20 exactly.
20.
He's got 1 point left, guaranteed.
No, that's
So-
more than that probably.
Either that or I've just done more damage than Snuggum, so he's coming for me. Can't remember how much Snuggum did.
It was more than 20.
Right.
Wasn't it? No.
I can't remember.
No, it was about 18.
So, ooh. You've all done a decent bit of damage on it.
I did 14.
You know what?
Because you saved the throw.
Because Pingipo has specifically requested this, the only person who's got something that is slightly explosive is you.
Okay.
I'm going to rule it that if I manage to get a crit on you, then we will hit one of the beads and we'll set one off just for the hell of it.
Yeah, but it
But I've
can't
got to get
hit
a
the
crit.
crystal though because it's in a pouch.
Well, the explosion would get the crystal because
Right,
the crystal was
got
in
ya.
the range. So I've got to get a crit if I'm going to do this.
Okay.
So he's going to swing round
So,
and try and...
sorry. That's right.
He's trying to DM, isn't he? Come up
I
with
don't
rules.
know.
So he's going to try and hit you.
I was actually, but it was going to be in your favour.
Oh, thanks. That
I
one.
rolled a 4.
Oh,
Sorry, Pingy Bro. 22 to hit.
yeah, it hits.
Okay.
But you didn't get a crit, so you didn't get the beads.
I know. You're not happy you've been hit, though.
I'm not bothered.
And I was be.
I was going to get hit sooner or later, weren't I?
25.
What's the damage? Okay. Why did you have such a weird look on your face then? Was maths hard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maths is always hard for me. Give me equations, perfectly fine, no problem. Give me actual numbers, I'm stuffed. D&D and
this is why his
Pathfinder,
budget's
everything.
never match.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I use
Yes,
Excel to,
budgies.
so it does the calculations for me.
Did you want to
No,
say,
but it's
That's why he's our treasurer. He
Did-
fixes the books without knowing it.
did John just say that your budgies don't match?
Yeah.
yeah. One's green, one's blue.
I didn't know you had budgies.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he smuggles them.
Dear God. Poor budgies.
So that's the reason for the checks at the airport.
I always get-
Seriously, quit
I always
squawking.
I always get checked at the airport, and they just kept going over my hip bone and kept patting it. I said, "That's a hip bone."
It's not patting, it's a... Oh. Oh.
I hope not. It was a female.
Hey. That's what I've always thought was weird when it comes to the airport security, things like that, where as a woman you can... As a man you can request that only a man does it, and as a woman you can request only a woman does it. But why?
So that you can't claim sexual harassment.
Yeah, but you
But
never
what's
know.
to say a female isn't sexually harassing you?
Exactly, and what's to say that a man doesn't to another bloke?
Yeah, exactly. There's no guarantees.
But it does remind me of a nice little comedy scene where someone flies from London to Scotland, I think it is.
Ah, you fuck off, eh?
And he's kind of, yeah, she puts the glove on and they're going to do the anal examination, and he's like, oh, can't believe you're doing it again. I've already had this done down in London. And she goes, Was that a guy with a beard? And she describes the guy. Yeah, that was him. Oh, that's my boyfriend. And then she's got her hand up there. She's like, what's this? She pulls something out. It's a ring. Oh, how romantic. That's brilliant.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway.
it's so romantic. And the guy's like, right, good. Do you want to finish this guy off?
Please do, because I want to go for a break.
Indecent. I do not want to finish him off. I want to kill him. Right.
So do it. Need to throw those ones. You won't kill him with the other dice.
So first attack. 23.
Yep.
That hits. Just roll damage on that one.
He's got literally one left.
Ha!
No more.
12.
Yeah, that's more than the
Maxed
4.
out on that one.
And he's down.
Oh. Yeah.
Pinky Poe's paid for creation is dead.
Mm.
I'm sorry, Pinky Poe.
Thank you, Pinky Poe.
I'll create more for later.
I'm sure you will.
He's always creating.
Okay, so what you are going to see
How many
is
walls?
that one.
You make the
whoa,
map
yes, that-
bigger.
And
Hmm?
I guess
The map's not bigger.
also you will see.
Oh, that's better.
That
I would like you, in the meantime,
Would
to...
we not go down and out the exit now?
What exit?
The one that we found that you tried to say was a wall when it wasn't
It's
there
a wall,
before.
apparently.
It's a wall, and then another wall appeared.
Great.
You know,
We're not railroaded.
Of course we
you're
are.
not. You're not railroads at all. You guys always have multiple choices out of all of these things. I mean, like this
We
thing, you
have
came charging at
complete-
you, but nobody tried talking to it and asking it if it was all right. You could just find it had a thorn in its.
We
and then
have
someone goes,
complete
It definitely-
free
It definitely did
will.
have a thorn in it.
Complete free
After spike
will.
growth, yeah.
What's that?
Welsh war magic.
About.
What, is it
works.
going to bar?
Did you just diss all of our Welsh viewers, including Pinky Poe?
You can't be war magic from Wales. There's too many vowels in it.
Huh? What do you mean too many
There's
vowels?
like 2 words and 3 vowels.
What word are you looking at?
No wonder he's paying for bits to attack you rather than you lot survive.
What word was he looking at that had too many vowels?
I have no
The
idea.
words- the words
I think
war
it's because it's
magic.
more one.
I do need a quick break. So,
Yeah, should we take a break whilst I tell these people off for attacking the Welsh? It's very, very nasty.
I can't.
I expect there's abuse from Dan.
Yeah, but she's not here, so someone's got to fill in for her.
True.
Unfortunately, she's so good at it that we all have to join in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My stepfather as well.
Anyway,
I'll take
In the
you all
meantime,
on.
we're gonna
Next time we see you at the UK Expo.
Yep.
go for a 10-minute break.
Yeah.
Cool. In the meantime,
Go to tabletopdominion.com/Geek Initiative. Get 15% off for all your dice needs.
That's more than 10%.
that is.
Less than 20 though.
Bloody good deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to go. So, see you in about 10 minutes.
Au revoir.
Okay.